Joining us now to discuss, Mark Albert, editor-in-chief of VoyageReport.com. That's a website that specializes in travel news. Mark, thanks for joining us. And one thing we have to say off the bat, this particular incident, we don't know if it was Southwest's fault at all. We don't know much of anything. That truck didn't have any markings on it. We didn't know. But we do know that these passengers were kept basically in the dark for 2 hours. So take us through the genesis of this.
Yeah, that's tough to be a passenger. You want to get off the plane. You want to get going to your destination.
And you're that close.
You're that close. But safety overrides all. And so if there's a collision on the tarmac, they're going to have to make sure everything is secure there, that they can get the passengers off. In this case, they weren't at the gate, so they had to wait for stairs to be brought, make sure everybody's okay. So unfortunately, it did take 2 hours.
So that is protocol then? Anytime an incident would happen where a plane is not at the gate, you need to freeze that scene as it is, regardless of the passengers and their comfort at that point, and document everything.
Right. You don't want someone coming off of the plane onto the tarmac or going downstairs when you don't know the area is safe. So that's the top priority.
So regardless of whether or not Southwest played any role in the blame of this incident, they've been plagued by a number of incidents lately that just not helping their image.
No, and it's important to note, they actually have the #1 brand reputation for low-cost carriers in the United States. In fact, Brand Finance just last year said their brand value jumped 63% to $6 billion. People like them, the free bags, they're going to Hawaii later this year. But you're right, these incidents coming right in a row are tough to their reputation. The company said they expect 2% less bookings because of the fallout.
You know, one of the things that passengers want is just communication. So do you believe that there was a failure here in communication, just to be able to let the passengers know what was going on and a rough timetable of when they might be able to leave?
You obviously want to communicate as early and often as you can with the passengers. Southwest actually did this after the passenger fatality, the engine blow up. The CEO was on television within 3 to 4 hours with a statement on YouTube. They cut $5,000 checks to all the passengers immediately without having them sign a waiver that they won't sue later. So they did great steps on that incident. They've been kind of quiet here on this incident with the truck, so I'm curious to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and we're all curious as to how this actually happened in the first place, and hopefully we'll be able to get those answers eventually. Mark Albert from VoyageReport.com. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you.
Okay.